Kol habrachos halalu mevarech afilu lo nischayav bahen kagon she nior kol halayla velo b'shat begadav. So all of the brachos we bless even if we aren't chayav on them. Kagon is like for example, that somebody was awake all night and did not change his clothes.
Yeah.
Below lavish acharim ela she'im niur kol halayla below nischayev bahem eno mevarech ela achar sheyala
Amud Hashachar.
amud hashachar aval im yashan balayla v'nischayev bahem Yachol levarech miyad shenis chayav bahen uvilvad sheyihya mechatzos laila ve'elech ve'im nior kol halayla v'shama kol targol mechatzos ve'ilan yachol levarech anosim l'sechvi bina aval al shemiya shekodem chatzos lo yivarech ela yimasin ad achar sheyala amud hashachar. Didn't we learn that?
Yeah, I was gonna say, it could be he was repeating it or we learned it already. So let's now go to base.
I think he repeated it.
Period. Yeah, I'm looking back in Aleph. He said a similar thing in Aleph. Yeah, so basically, if you're up all night, you have to wait until the crack of dawn. If you slept properly, you could make it at any time when you awake. Yeah, we learned this. Now let's go to base. On the second column, see here, there's a little couple of lines there. Birchas HaTorah, you see it?
Birchas HaTorah tzarech lezaher ba me'od ve'eser ledaber ve'lehotzi das Torah. Daled Saf.
The Divrei Torah.
Divrei Torah mipiv ad sheyavarech umi sheyesh belayla mevarech bekomo mechatzos halayla ve'elech ve'im ni'ur kol halayla mevarech kishi'ur hayom kmo chol birkas hashachar. So
yeah, you got to be careful.
Right. Okay.
Very careful.
You can translate.
Yeah. So the special bracha that we make for Torah, you got to be very careful with it because you're not allowed to say any word of Torah till you make this blessing. We should realize if somebody that sleeps just a normal regular night, so you could make this bracha for the Torah, and it's similar to what we said before about the other ones about hearing the rooster. If you slept and then you're getting up midnight even, you could say this bracha of Torah from midnight and on. Now, if you're up all night, then you gotta wait until the crack of dawn. Yeah, it's the same exact thing. You're just applying this to learning Torah. The bracha of saying the bracha before we learn Torah. Now we can go to page 4.
I have a question that you might know the answer to. We're saying Al Divrei Torah, and then we also say Asher Bachar Banu,
Yeah.
which is like 2 blessings on the Torah.
Al Divrei Torah, and then Asher Bachar Banu. So you're asking why we sing 2? Why is it necessary to have 2 brachas? So you're asking why is there two?
Yeah, like what's the difference?
One of them is just more general. And that's also shorter. Asherki Shanu, that you sanctified us your mitzvahs, and you commanded us 4 words of Torah. That's just a general. Or second one is more specifically that you chose us from other nations and you gave us the Torah.
Right. There's the first one. The first one that has Vetsivanu or no? Yeah.
Oh, that's right. So the first one is the official bracha, because that's the same what we say on any mitzvah. For example, shofar, it's the same. The Shema Kol Shofar, Tzivanu al Natilas Lulav. So the first one is just the official blessing of Torah. Second one is a more specific one. That it's not a mitzvah bracha. It's just that we're blessing Hashem that He chose us as the chosen nation.
It's the exact same as when we're called for an aliyah.
That's right. But for aliyah is because we're standing in front of the Torah, so we're mentioning how Hashem chose us and gave us the Torah. Yeah, it's exactly the same one. It's before, yeah. Well, it's the first blessing of the aliyah. Yeah. Now, why is there 2? I'm not sure. Look into that. Okay, so page 4. Yeah, so for this we're gonna have to take a pencil or something, because it's a long.
Pencil?
And just when we conclude today, we need to make a sign where we left off.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, so just a simple mark.
Okay, so starting from the top, right?
Yeah, from Kol.
Kol ish yarei Hashem v'chofetz b'mitzvosav l'kayem mitzvahs tzitzis kol hayom l'divrei hakol tzarech liz. How do you pronounce that word? Lizaher?
Lizaher, yeah, exactly.
And it means be careful.
Yeah.
Lizaher b'talas katan shalano bios pasuach legamre mishnei tzidadav. Is that the 2 holes?
Tzidadav is the 2 sides, 2 edges.
2 what?
Sure. Tzidadav is the edges. So I'll stand up here. I haven't had my tzizis out. You need to make sure it's spread out like this, so both edges are nice and straight. That's what he's saying here.
Velo yechaber sham afilu ikorsim umi
Mikol Shekin.
Mikol Shekin Betfira afilu mechatziv v'lamala ve'in sarich lomar shelo lasos b'asei zeros. Okay, so there are some words I'm not familiar with.
Yeah, so don't hook on to the corners of the material of the tzittis. I feel a bit crossing. I'm not sure crossing. I'm thinking they're like some kind of safety pins, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
Koshkim mitfira, for sure. Don't sew on. It means to say is these 2 corners here. You have the front and then you have the back. So do not connect these together. The two corners. Don't put like a safety pin, or for sure don't even sew it.
Right.
It just needs to be just not naturally. And then he said, "Shalasis batis roi." Batis roi is where you're almost like a undershirt, where it's sewn up, and then there's just the area where you stick your hands out. So don't sew it up all the way in the side and just have your hand coming up. It needs to be loose. In other words.
Zoros, is that your arms? What is that?
Yeah, the arms, and bate is like a area where where your hand or your arm goes out.
Okay.
And also where you find also where it says bate yadayim. That would mean gloves, because that's like a bias. It's like where your hand goes into the glove. So here would be where your arm comes out.
So it's like a sleeve.
In other words, a sleeve. Don't make a sleeve out of it.
Okay. V'rochev ha keskuf talis katan
Yeah.
sama tzadik lamed
Tzarech lios.
tzarech lios ama shel Torah shehi rochev chaf daled.
Yeah. Good one. So it needs to be sort of width. Again, it's this width over here needs to be an amma. And he goes to explain what an amma is. It's 24 thumbs. Good on his thumbs.
Oh. Goldlin mirvochem.
Mirvachem means it should be wide. It means don't squeeze. It's not when the thumbs are squeezed together, just comfortably, I guess. That's the.
Me'adam beinani. V'ha'orach shel ha'ochorav mibeis hatzoar v'lamata. Zarech lios gimel chaf.
Gam kain. Gam means also.
Also, ama shel Torah mirvachas ichti sheyiyesh sham ama al ama shalem ad techilas nakav beis hatzoar.
Yeah, so he's saying it needs to be an amma both ways. So the width and then going up, which is maybe I'll go with this there from the. It needs to be an amma from where your neck goes through over here, from here all the way to the bottom, all the way up that way should also be an amma. So in other words, it's amma by amma.
What does ama shel Torah mean?
Amma shel Torah. Amma shel Torah. It's any time that the Torah mentions Amma, for example, for the Mishkan, the tabernacle, it says the Aron has to be 2.5 Ammas, let's say. So it's that Amma that the Torah talks about. What would that be? Oh, so that would translate into 1.5 feet.
Mm-hmm.
So he's just telling you, just make sure that it's the correct Amma that we find in the Torah. Where are we?
All right, you can continue.
And also in the width, going this way, it should be a amma. The nimsa, so it comes out. Kol ha'erech entire length is really comes with 2 ames. Oh, that means if you spread out the tzitzis entirely, let's say you take your tzitzis and you just lay it out on the table. So there's one arm on the front, one on the back. So you have going across. It's really 2 ames. Avad, and this does not include me base hatzava, where the neck is, because that's just hollow and empty. Shehu nekev, because it's just a hole. Nekev is a hole. Yesh chisarin, because it's lacking material, because obviously you got to put it on yourself. And therefore, ve'ena oila, it does not count the midas sheer talus for the measuring the talus to make sure that it's an amma. And in such a way, where again there's an amma in the front, amma in the back, mekayim ha-mitzvah l'divri hakol. You fulfill the mitzvah according to all opinions. I guess there's opinions of whether it has to be an amma or not. But this way, you make sure that it's an amma in the front and another amma in the back, so you're fully covered. No pun intended. Ubiktanim, minors, shehigiu l'chinuch, they're old enough. I think it's usually the age 6, where a child, has some understanding of what mitzvahs are. So a minor that has reached the age of chinuch, of Jewish education. Oh, he says here. I didn't read further. I know he says it clearly from age 6 and on. Ad ben Yugimel, all the way until he's bar mitzvah, 13. After the hakel, there you could be lenient and not be so strict about the amma. With this mechan, you could rely al devar, based on what, according to ha'im, those that say shashir beged, the measurement of the material is chayv b'tzitzis, to fulfill the obligation of tzitzis, u'ama al amma bilvad. It's just an amma by an amma, which means that you don't need it to be two, and one in front and one in the back, but it's just one amma together. So for minors, you could be lenient in the measurement. Okay, we're holding by the dot. Chol hashir hazeh. This entire measurement. So harechev, the width, the eirech, and the length of the talus katan. This needs to be kulei mufshat. It needs to be out. I mean, it can't be shriveled up like this. It needs to be nicely spread out. By the way, that's why many people wear this elastic string around their tzitzit, just to keep it from squishing up.
Do you call that a bendel?
Bendel, yeah.
Did you make that?
Yeah, I got it from Walmart. It comes in a spool, and I cut it, and I make a knot. Some people put their Shabbos key. They utilize that bendel for a Shabbos key, so it's like a 2-in-1.
Yeah.
Some people put on, I don't know, I haven't seen it anywhere written anywhere. They use actually a gartel that the Hasidim wear. They actually put on a thinner, like whole full-fledged gartel under there. But the idea is just to keep it flat. So that's mufshat. It's got to be nice and flat. It needs to actually cover the person. In this entirety of the measure. Because as it says in the Torah, Asher techased ba, it clearly says upon which you could, I guess, cloak yourself. Daika means that there's an emphasis. The Torah clearly says it's got to be enough where it covers your entire, chest or your stomach. And again, he says, "V'lo yiskapel." Make sure that it doesn't fold up. the skamit, there's wrinkle over, klum, nothing. Mishir hazeh, from this measurement. It means it's amma, it's got to be an amma spread out. Ki, because mokim and nikfal, the place that's folded over, oy hanikmat. Nikmat is that it's shrinked, not shrink, wrinkled. Sorry, eina oila ben amida. That's not, it's not counted. So this, how we're saying amma, it's only when it's nice and flat, straight. Tzarech la'ashkiach hazeh tamid. You got to pay attention to this constantly. Kol hanizharim, those that are scrupulous, kayim mitzvah tzitzis kol hayim, to have the mitzvah literally 24/7. You got to just always just check yourself. Practically, it's the best time to do is when you're going to the restroom anyways, and you're adjusting and you're tucking yourself in. That's a good time where you just look at your tzitzis and adjust them. The gam tzarich lizoher. You also got to be careful. Lishir berevach. This measurement, what we're saying, the amma needs to be berevach. Needs to be what's the word? Revach means
With?
That means needs to be generous. That's what I'm looking for. Needs to be generous. You don't do it exactly to our amma. So you make it amma and then plus, let's say, a few inches more. In the length of the talis cotton. And don't get it exactly to our amma, but add some more inches to it. This is something that's very hard. To make sure, to be careful, that it should be exactly straight the entire day. Hashir kuli, the entire measurement, in the width. It's properly to be careful, these base hatzavar, with both sides by the neck, from your front by the chest and then your back. L'mayla eitzel hatzavar. It should be next to your neck. So over here, techufim means close by, zelazeh. And this could be done on the kshira b'mashiches. If needed, you could take like a string. I mean, I haven't seen anyone do it. I guess just today they just make it nice and snug, so it's two shoulders stick together. They cross them like maybe some kind of chain. Because you want your chest be entirely covered. So your chest is all the way here. So let's see here how it's just, you want to make sure that it's all covered, your chest. And that is Kamishakasa Bekisve. It says it, I think, twice. It might be a typo here. Bekisve Arizal, it's brought down in the writings of the Arizal. I guess it's all according to Kabbalah. You need to make sure that your whole chest is covered with the Tzizis. Hanekev. Okay, so that's just all until here is the material, telling us about the material. From here on, he's going to tell us about the hole in which the actual strings go through. Hanekev shemachnis beichuti hatzitiyos. So the whole shemachnis bay that you drive through. The chute is the thread of the tzitiyos. Tzorech sheyia rochik miseif hakanaf. It needs to be far. It needs to be away from actual corner, ka'oirech mole kesher agudol, ad seif hatzipein. It needs to be like it's exactly that. It's from your thumb, from this joint of the thumb until the nail. That length is this over here. So from here to there,
Oh, okay.
the length of your thumb. Here's this. And call Eirich Perik Rishin Agudal. Perik Rishin means that the first joint. Adam Baini from your average person. Revach, and again, it'd be generous, a little bit tzimtzum, and don't get it exactly to this thumb measurement. Ad Reichev Gimel Gudlin, and you have up to the length of 3 thumbs, but v'lo yad b'chal, but don't make it further away than the length of 3 thumbs. Now the pachas miyad, just get it right below 3, the length of 3 thumbs. We'll do just a couple more lines. For today, Varchakazu, this reason why you gotta be generous and not just make it exactly a thumb. The reason why we do this is, let's say, you want to make sure you're covered l'chol hades according to all the opinions. I guess there's different opinions of how far from the corner do you make the hole for the strings. So at least now it needs to be Meseif Reichav Atalis Shehu Lekhemas HaMesatif. Needs to be from the edge. That means from the end of the talis. Shehu Lekhemas HaMesatif. And you measure the way this tzizis is hanging to the height of the person that's wearing it. The Gami Seif Eirech Atalis. Oh, in other words, length and width. It's got to be both ways. Not sure what he means there. I think he just means is you have here the corner and it's a square.
Yeah.
So you got to measure it 3 thumbs this way and 3 thumbs that way. So it's 3 thumbs in every direction. We'll stop here for today. So just make a pencil by that line.
Okay.
Sorry, that's where we're going to leave off.
Okay.
And try to, if you're able to tune in tonight.
Yeah.
Event for this organization that we're part of, JNet. Will be Aaron Freed and other entertainers. Well, it's not all going to be live. So have a good tavach.
A good tavach.
Well, next week with Hashem's help.